Welcome back to the channel. This is the welcome sound of the Honda. Alright, so we are gonna talk about if the manual car is better or the automatic car. For you, it's you have to decide that it will be automatic or the manual depending on your preferences. The welcome logo and the instructions. Alright, so let's get started. So if we first talk about the automatic car sales rise in India itself, if and comparing this rise with the Western countries like Canada or US, then they used to ride automatic cars since the beginning. So that's nothing new for them. But for the UK as well, the UK transformed from 2007 till 2017. They took a market. 70% of the market of UK turned out to be into automatics rather than buying manual. The same thing happened in India as well. In 2014 itself, Maruti Suzuki launched with Celerio. The first Celerio was launched with the AMT transmission. The price gap was just about 45 to 55,000, and it forced buyer, or given an opportunity for buyers towards trying out this technology of automatic. And today Maruti Suzuki offers 7 different models with AMT like Alto, Wagoner, Celerio, Swift, Ignis. So I just want to tell you that even the smaller segment cars cars also are into AMTs now, or automatic transmission. You can call it continuous variable transmission, CVT or DCT. So CVT is offered by Hondas. Torque converter are offered by Skoda and Volkswagen. The AMT is offered by you can say Hyundai as well, Maruti, Kia, and DCT is also offered by those, and also Hyundai are more into DCT as well, where DCT was first only for the high-end luxury cars, but now the things are evolving. The demand for automatic gearbox cars has been steadily rising in past few years compared to the manual ones, as manufacturers have reduced price along with the offering more variants. So first the price gap was more than 2 to 3 lakhs with the automatic and the manuals, but now it has decreased to 1.25, 1.50 at max, from a mere 2 to 3% a few years ago. The automatic gears till 2019-20 formed about 20% of the market. And if we talk about last 2-3 months, then 47% sales has been done in automatic variants in India. I'm talking about 2021. 47% people have bought automatic cars and 53% is manual. That's amazing, guys. That's so much. And today automatic manual transmission is just about 45-55,000 costlier. And if you talk about the CVTs and torque converters, they are not more than 1 lakh difference if we compare the AMT, CVT and torque converters and everything. So these are all automatic. Now let's focus actually on the manual cars and the automatic cars and which one is right for you. I cannot tell you, or I cannot give a verdict that this one is right or this one is wrong for you. It's you who have to decide that what fits best with your requirements and needs. So for the manual cars, when you drive, for your car engines to work efficiently, it needs to change gear, accommodate your speed. As you drive faster, you move into a higher gear. This is true for both manual and automatic cars. The main difference between an automatic car and the manual car is that the manual has 3 pedals: the brake, accelerator and the clutch. The driver presses the clutch while manually changing the gear using the gearbox. Automatic cars change gears too, but they do it automatically. You guessed it right. So most Indian drivers learn to drive manual cars at the beginning. This is because manual cars are still the most common type of car in India, yet still it's not completely changed to automatic, and it will be changed, but it will take time in the future. Especially when it comes to smaller car segments. Though automatics are rising dramatically in popularity, and most volume cars and smaller cars are still manual, but larger and luxury cars are increasingly automatically focused. So Personally, I did advise people to learn in manual if they can. It's still the most common type of gearbox in India. And if you're qualified to drive a manual, then you can drive an automatic too. But it doesn't work the other way around, you know. First you try with automatic and then you move to the manual. That doesn't work, you know. First you move. If there is a situation where you have to drive manual, then it will be difficult for you if you just only have driven automatic in your life. So yeah, but it doesn't work the other way, you know. So the drivers who learn and pass their test in automatic cars will have to upgrade their license to drive a manual, because when you go to a RTO and, you know, drive an automatic, you're not getting that license. Of course, in the manual only you will get it. So yeah, but these days manual gearbox are also sometimes associated with high performance or luxury vehicles. But I don't believe that manual cars are particularly higher performing than automatic. It depends on the cars, you know. But in terms of driver performances, what gearbox you use has no impact on how good or bad a driver you are. Many people just enjoy having more mechanical involvement in their driving. Basically, it all boils down when you feel most comfortable with whatever you feel more comfortable with. Some people says that manual is what I like, and I'll always drive manually till my life, all my life basically, and that happens, you know. So if we talk about automatic cars only, then automatic car typically has four modes: park, reverse, neutral, and drive mode, you know. So since you don't need to change the gears, there's no clutch, just a brake and the accelerator. That means you essentially only need to think about whether you're going forward, backward, or stopping, you know. The car will decide the rest. You don't have to do anything in the automatic car. But you cannot stall in an automatic car, since you don't need to choose a gear and use a clutch. So if you're driving in a heavy traffic or other difficult situations or conditions, an automatic might be the way to go. So with that, what comes in my mind is that to make driving as easy as possible, then automatics can be seen a preferable choice for you. But they can sometimes cost more to buy and be more complicated to repair if anything goes wrong. And that thing won't work, that dhakka maro or chalu kar do. That is not possible in automatic car. That's only possible in manuals. So that is something need to look at when you're buying an automatic. So for the ones who are teenagers or just trying to get their driving license, I would say that you should first go for the manuals, learn manual first, because if you do not know manual and directly driving automatics, even for the future kids, when automatic market will dominate the manual ones, you should learn manual, because you know, if in the emergency situation you only have a manual car, for example, then you won't know when to press the clutch pedals or when to change the gear transmissions. There is nothing, no knowledge. If you have no knowledge, then that would be a problem and it can be dangerous for you. So if we come at the conclusion, you can say that, and if we talk about the cars of the future, what will be the future of the car industry, then I would say, or most of the researcher and people say, that automatics will be probably dominating, but this change will probably be slower than normal. So if today is 47% of the market covered by automatics, then it will take 60% after 5 to 7 years, you can say. But unless you are only ever going to own or drive new vehicles, you know, throughout your driving career, electing to take an auto test rather than a manual might limit your vehicle choices. But still, automatics are becoming more and more commonplace, so they are now as efficient as manual and don't cost significantly more like it used to do before 10 years or 5 years of time. So when we look at the hybrid cars, let's say there will be, definitely it will be hybrid cars in the futures, where you will have a petrol version and electric version completely. So you will see, after, it's not about now, but in the future, if we talk about, then after, in, you know, 5, 7, 8 years time, when we get to the first cars which are capable of conditional automated driving, they will be automatics, of course, because there won't be anyone to change the gears, you know. It's hard to predict exactly what driving will look like in the future, but a fully electric car don't generally need a gearbox at all, you know. There will be definitely much larger proportion of electrified vehicles in the future, that everybody know, both hybrid and fully electric. So the source of the electricity may well change with hydrogen fuel cells vehicle touted by many as the way forward, but there will be many factors that influences exactly what happens, from government support and infrastructure to ease of use and consumer acceptance, that all have we have to take or consider when we talking about this. But of course the future of the cars will turn to automatic for sure, but I won't say that you can completely leave manual at a side. Manual, you should know how to drive manual at least, even if you go to the automatics, but it's completely your choice that what exactly you want to drive. And guys, this is not the time when in the past when people used to say that automatics are just for women who don't know how to drive. It's not like that. Everybody can drive, and everybody has their own opinion and judgments, so it's their own decisions, whatever who wants to drive whatever, that we cannot say anything like that. So anyway guys, if my video was useful or helpful in any way, please give a thumbs up to this video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and that will help me a lot. And please press that bell icon just beside the subscribe button, so that you can have an updates or get a notification from YouTube whenever I upload new videos on YouTube. So that will also help you a lot stay connected with me and with Motor Car Unleaded as whole. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. It's time for the tea and we're stepping outside of the car now. You also enjoy your evening or the morning, whatever you have right now, and we will see you in the next video with a new topic. And if you have any questions or need anything me to make, then please type down in the comment below and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching again guys, and see you next time with a new video. Thank you guys. Goodbye.